Hey all lizards, welcome back to Long War and XCOM and all those things. We got a swarming abduction here, which is a little annoying because we're going to have to, unfortunately, staff this mission with a mech without a big gun. Luckily, it's one of our blowy-uppy mechs, so this will be nice. We could take Dahab here, and I probably will, because I still want Dahab to get the Master Sergeant quality inner, but beyond that, we'll be alright. A couple things I got to still build. We're going to make some cash on this mission, which will make those things more obvious, I suppose, as time moves on, so I'm going to hold off before I discuss that until we get back. So, Hank is still waiting for the happy tank. Natty Janitor can come on this one. It is a swarming mission. I do kind of have to take a solid squad for obvious reasons. Otherwise, stuff will hit the fan. I'll be angry for not having, you know, stuff ready to hit said fan, and then all bad things happen. I am probably going to take one of my flush gunners, though, because the combo with the flush gunner and the archer is just too good to pass up. I kind of hope it won't get them killed. That's my fervent and honest hope here. What do we have? We have Durand available as well as a medic. The swarming mission, I'm going to need a solid medic, which means likely I need to take Ray the King. But do I double officer this? Or do I take Reaper? Yeah, I gotta get Burn Frets on some more missions. They gotta be smaller, though. I can't really take them on the big uns quite yet. Yeah, the youngins are gonna have to wait a little bit right now. For obvious reasons. And the swarming mission is no joke. What kind of combat area is this? Urban large structure, single large building that will require entry. Okay. So I think, despite the fact that I want to dump him in the psi tank so we can start getting all those tasty high psi abilities, I'm going to have to take Hank on this. Natty General would be better suited for like a heavier medium, not for a swarming quite yet. With ITZ, it's going to be kind of critical to have that ass-kicking ability. I think Mammy will work fine here, a little more power. I want to take Spike into the next psych tank as well. Let me take Mammy out again. We have a couple pretty solid troopers already, so that's building up well. Assault-wise, I haven't seen Commando on any missions in a while. I kind of feel like bringing him out. We do have Titan armor on him now. That'll make him a bit tankier than he was. And that means... yeah, that means what? The support classes are going to be important to decide as well. How am I going to do this? That's the biggest question. So if I take Ray, he's a support medic, which means I'm going to take a Boom Boom engineer. But if I take a support, I don't have another engineer, so I'm going to have to take a support medic, I guess. All right, that kind of makes a decision for me. Let me take Ray as the commanding officer here. Let's take Layla as the NG. I made a boom, boom, boom. And then lastly, that'll help me set off the archer proxies, and the flush will help me set off the archer proxies. And I also have a source of shred here. So I don't necessarily need a Rocketeer with Layla in the mix. So I'll probably take just another gunner. Like, yeah, let's take Reaper out on this. Why not? Do you have proper lock and load? You do. Okay, so that's perfectly fine. He's got Suppression, Executioner, Opportunist, and lock and load. No Sentinel, but we're working up to Sentinel, and that's totally fine. Reaper has proven himself worthy time and time again to be up with our squad here. So let's set this out. I'm really pissed about that. Normally, weapons don't get injured unless the person falls. There shouldn't be a chance of that. Armor pretty much can get injured when you get shot, but not a weapon. And I'm really not certain why the weapon got injured there. I mean, if I was running a Valkyrie in this mission, I'd be really angry. But for now, I'm kind of okay because we're depending on proxies and grenades mostly anyway. So I'm more or less okay with that. It's just a little frustration is all. On the upshot, we do have 2 Titan armors for this mission. Let's put them on the people who are going to need them the most. Commando is one such person. Definitely Titan armor. Where's that tasty alloy cannon? And a breaching ammo set plus a little bit of chitin plate. And as you'll see, once the tactical rigging comes up, we're going to have so many tactical options for our kit for people that it's going to get borderline insane. I'm going to give the Titan armor also to Mammy. Because he's going to be sitting there in the front lines as well. He's got Aegis up already. Chitin plate and the motion tracks. I'm not going to screw with his equipment except for maybe giving him the heater. That's probably smart. And let's see. And Reaper could... I mean, he's a little low on hit points. So honestly, I'd probably feel better with him in Titan. And that's just seriously badass right there. So, all right, I'm kind of cool with that, actually. You know what? That sold me. He's a badass officially. I'm gonna have a psychic trip on him yet. All right, chitin plate then. I wouldn't mind giving him Illuminator, but he already has the Executioner up, so that's kind of redundant. So I guess the best thing I can do is give him a scope until he gets psychic on me. All right, that's fine, I guess. Give me that scope. It'll be all right. Because that gives me Reaper with 20 hit points. I don't have to worry about him being too fragile. Mammy with 19, again, not being too fragile, and that's actually okay. All right, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Let's get our gunner a little bit of Aegis. Woo, woo. And suppression, shredder, and flush. Big building probably means bigger spaces. She's not a psychic, though, which means you can't really do much. Yeah, let's give you the auto rifle. And I'm taking a support medic on a swarming mission. Let's get your aim up. That AP has been working pretty well for us. I may take just an extra med kit on Ray and call it a day. I'm more or less okay with that. Hank, obviously, these are snapshot. He's the epitome of our snapshot lock and load snipers. Definitely that, and because he's squishy as hell, I'm going to give him an Aegis. Kind of looks better on a sniper anyway. Give him the pistol for close range. A little bit of alloy bipod and neural gun link, please. Where are you? Neural gun link, yeah, to get that little extra shooty going. And you'll see attack rigging also is going to let us use all those other nice items we stole from Exalt, like the experience and the psi experience stuff to make that go a little quicker without necessarily wasting a slot on a newbie. That would be pretty much important for survivability or other equipment. Ray is not a psychic, so obviously we're going to have to deal with that normal flashbang on him. He's going to be in the back, so he can easily feel the carapace without us really feeling it too bad. Flashbang or chem is a question. It's always a toss-up, because flashbangs are useful as well. I know I'm going to leave the flashbangs up, in case we get Zerkers or something. Sugar. Wait, hold on. Do we have anyone else a kit yet? Oh, we still have another piece of Aegis. This is pretty good. All right. So let me get... And we have Aegis on our gunner as well. Excellent. Yes, we do. Okay, good. I said excellent before I saw that. I kind of assumed I was right. Never assume you're correct, just for the sake of sanity. Don't do what I do. Do as I say, not as I do, I guess. That's not a good precedent to set, but all right. And in case we need to zap people, we'll give her the stutter gun and alien grenade and the pistol. We're not taking a Rocketeer on this mission, probably the first time in a while. But like I said, we have the flush, we have a source of shred with the flush, and also we have the extra grenades to set these off. So I don't think a Rocketeer is necessarily required on a team like this. Plus we have two sources, we have one source of heat and heat explosives. I'm more or less okay, I think, with what we've got kitted here. So let's go in whole hog. I think that's fine. Attack rigging is coming. It'll be better in the future. For now, though, let's go. Still really sore about not having that railgun, but what can you do? Sometimes things get broken, even though when they shouldn't. Maybe the rules are different from mechs. I'm not entirely certain. I really don't know why that weapon got broken, though. It really doesn't make any sense. Like I said, it only happens usually when... Oh, this one. Jesus. This is going to get messy. This map is so tight, and a swarming mission, we're going to get contact as soon as we hit down.
We have to get a handle on this
I'm glad I didn't take the machine gun on Natty, because that'd be a mess. This map is so tight, and on a swarming mission, we're going to have so much contact so early. Jesus. Alright, I'm not looking forward to this. Do we have contact right from get-go? Oh, we don't see it, but we're going to have it. No question.
Roger,
we got... Yep, we got contact right there.
Strike 1 has the green light for deployment.
So right now, where is the alien? The alien is northwest of us. The alien could also be back here. So let's see. Okay, we got a pack there. Okay. So it looks like the pack is actually over there somewhere. Interesting. Looks like we should technically see it. Let's toss a scan real quick. What are we dealing with? So they could also be on the high ground, but I think they're actually behind that, which is the only reason we don't see them yet. Oh no, they're on the high ground. Is it a football team of mutons? It is a football team. Excellent. Not what I wanted to see, but I'm happy they're not floating enemies, which permits us a bit of leeway in beating the crap out of them with explosives. That's kind of excellent, actually. We're probably going to leave Hank in the corner up here. Hanky Hank. Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo. We can leave him back here, I think, and still be able to do his job. So who do we need at the front? Commando for frickin' certainties. Do we have anything out here that might concern us? Looks like this entire corner is clear, which is pretty rare on this map, actually. We look at how far we can see. I think this entire area is clear. That's good. We can get some high ground and start dropping bombs there too. So this permits us a lot of flexibility in deploying quickly here. And this is good. This is all sorts of good.
Affirmative, moving out.
Get Honest Chewie in that corner.
Time to kick this sucker.
Oh, really? How do you see that? I'm not supposed to see that. Not yet. I thought this would block the line of sight. You know, like a giant freaking shipping container would. But I guess not. Okay. That just got interesting in a hurry. Well, Hank, how's your snapshot arm? Because apparently we're going to need to do that with a quickness. Oh, we have one guy that close to us. I really misaligned the range here. Alright, Commando's probably going to have to get here and hunker a bit. And then we can make him do good stuff. Yeah. The low cover here is not helping, but we do have smokes. Which is part of the reason I brought Ray. Gonna need to drop a smoke probably right around here somewhere to cover people. Honest Chewie's a little hung out there, which I don't like. We do have Sapper Engineer with Bombard, so that's going to make things easier. What I'm likely going to need to do is drop some nice bombs with my mech, some proxy bombs. All right, what do we have here? Suppression Hyperreactive, and you have Opportunist Will to Survive, Sentinel, Suppression, Deposition Covering Fire, Sentinel, Heat Warheads, Bombard, Fortioris Una, and that. So he's kind of a pain in the ass, gives everyone better DR, and he's the guy with heat. So if I were a half-intelligent tactician, which I fancy myself being, not horrible, I probably need to eliminate that guy first. The dudes on high ground are not great. That's always a liability. But I think he's the priority. And since he has heat warheads, that's also making my mech that much more fragile, especially with Bombard. We're definitely going to one for all here. And we can proxy... Oh, we can proxy this dude right in the face. We can proxy him so hard. Alright, that's nice. This guy's a problem. That guy's a problem. A lot of guys are actually a problem right now. But I think we can handle this. If we can eliminate this dude, I'd be pretty much enthused. Do we have eyes on that guy with our... Okay, we do. So we clear that cover. That's going to be a much easier shot. Hank also has eyes on that guy, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, he does. And with ITZ, I can take another shot with Hank. So another good reason to go for him first. I don't want to grenade bait this too much, so I'm going to spread out a little. But, I mean, there's only so much you can do with not grenade bait. No. I want to see 3%, 1%. There's really not much he can do. He can rapid fire his pistol. Maybe I should have given him the laser pistol in all honesty, but beggars choosers and all. Okay, and then we need the grenade to set off the proxy, which is going to be the other major motivating factor here. Which we will be able to do barely. Okay, so let's see where that grenade is. The grenade says here is the optimum range. Let me get that proxy in position. So it'll be better overall anyway. Just get the proxy in place. Set it off with a grenade. Now, hold on, let me just check that range again. Because that's going to be pretty critical to my strategy. Now, I got to get it kind of in front of the box a little to make it set off. Okay, that's alright. That one guy. Let's go. Right about there in front of the box, I think makes sense. And we can set that off with the grenade, I guess. Right about there. That's pretty safe. My fervent hope is that they're going to start trying to go for the mech and not my baby gunner. The reality is they're probably going to go after the baby gunner, so we got to be prepared for that. Okay, I do want to set that off. So let's set that sucker off, as you say in XCOM land. What's up? Okay, good. So we cleared that up. He intimidated. She did not. That didn't befriend her none, which is good. All right, Hank. 89%. 9 damage? That would be an easier shot for you, but okay. I guess we could probably try and rapid fire that guy. 15%. That's not altogether awesome. We could also do, now that this has cleared up a little, is run and gun and clear that dude out. And that's going to take some pressure off of Error Body. Not a bad idea, though I do run the risk of peeking something else. And with a swarming mission, I find it hard to believe this is the only thing in the proximity. I may see something up there that I don't like. But remember, Mammy does have pretty good vision on this. And I mean, there could be something right here, but that should be pretty clear. Actually, this should be alright. Putting Commando in there. Safer not to, I guess. for many very obvious and very clear reasons, but 38, 68. Your aim, Reaper. Oh, because he moved. That's right. He has that heavy weapon. Heavy weapons guy. All right, let's drop Ray. Let's do the Ray thing with the smoke grenade. The heavy, dense smoke. Unfortunately, our gunner is going to be a little out there, so we're not going to smoke the mech, so then maybe concentrate on the mech a little. Let's keep these people safe.
Smoke out.
You gotta be careful with Ray, too. You can't just sit there and just hold his dong. That would just be a bad idea. But if I miss with Hank here, or Hank doesn't kill it, I may need to commando this. So let's do this the right way. Let's hope Hank gets this connection. Beautiful, Hank. Alright, I knew I could depend on you. Alright, so that's pretty good. So we got an ITZ shot on some more stuff. All these are 59, and that's not bad. I'm thinking moving commando up is a smart thing to do. He may try to grenade him. He doesn't have resilience, actually. Yeah, I've realized how important having resilience on assaults are. I just don't feel comfortable dropping him in really dangerous positions without it. Ray, get on this corner, I guess. Oh, we do have eyes on that guy. Son of a bitch. All right. So we're going to suppress him so he can't do too much.
Got him.
I think it's the safest thing we can do with our first shot. Commando, I mean, you can rapid fire with your pistol, I guess, but that's not going to befriend anybody none. Yeah, you know what the hell. Let's just rapid fire with the pistol. Get nothing better to do. 2 misses. That's all right. I mean, it's a pistol. It's fine. So I guess Hank can maybe take a shot at this guy for 59. He's the biggest threat. So if we can knock him out a little, I'd be happy. That's a little bit of a shank. That's all right. It's fine. Oh, we got an outsider. I freaking knew this was going to happen. Oh, no, that's just battle scanner. Okay, good. So maybe I'm really glad I didn't put commando up there. Okay, so he's... Obviously, we're doing the usual taunt mechanism with the suppression. Shanking the mech because we're... Oh, no. She's not in the smoke. That's for a reason we did that, yeah. And then the other mutant decides to connect with the mech. Ow, really? 7 damage? It's a big gun. He had a really good roll on that. Really good roll on that. Yeah, that pack I'm not happy about. Which is why I'm going to have to kind of do a little bit of pitched warfare here. But, I shouldn't technically trigger it. I'll probably pull back a little, because the outsiders are a bit of a dangerous position. I flush the guy in full cover out, and I can only flush that dude. Okay, we have 2 shots with Reaper. We got to start clearing up some of this cover, so I don't have too much to worry about in the future. Mammy should definitely clear the Overwatch before we do anything else that may or may not be untoward. That dude is going to be a pain in the ass, sitting in that full cover position, but that's alright. Okay, Overwatch clear, so now we can deploy cover. Now he's really going to try and knock that little lattice down there. Alright, now everyone has eyes on Mammy, but the danger with that is that Mammy now has eyes on you, which honestly is not a great trade-off when you're the alien. 61 for a little bit of damage, or 57 for a whole lot more. I kind of like the whole lot more strategy. Hey. Nice. Nice, Mammy. Good shot, Brohan. Good shot. Alright. Anything to worry about? No. Can we flush for 4 damage? We may be able to flush him for 4 damage. At least he'll move. Not a guaranteed kill, though. Ray has a shot. Hey, Ray. Contribute. Your contribution has been noted. Okay, that didn't go so well. Alright, Hank. Probably gonna have to reload and fire, I think. Gonna drop that by 10%. Down to everything else. Yeah, let's reload real quick. Because they have lock and load, so this is why we build them like that. And let's go with 69. Not bad. We can clean that up. Little bit of a shank there. I'm trying not to use too many resources right now because the other dudes are coming in. And I want to have a little bit of safety for that. How's your grenade arm? We can definitely get that guy taken care of with that grenade arm, but... Is there a better place it could be grenading from? Probably from behind the mech, honestly, but that's just grenade bait like crazy. from my perspective. Like, it would just be ready just to start tossing ordnance my way. Yeah, the ranges on this are surprisingly long on where those mutons are at. It's not a hard thing, but knowing what's coming in means I'm trying to optimize this a little, so I don't blow my entire load this quickly. Well, let's go here. There we go. Nice. If I can keep that guy suppressed a little in that range so he doesn't have a chance to do anything untoward, it'll be better off. I'm going to try to maybe flush that fellow. Hey, buddy.
Put him in a buddy bag.
Okay, got him a little closer, which actually helps me a bunch. Because then I can probably get that... No, I can't... Oh, I can almost get the cover gone. Maybe. I don't think that's destructible cover, actually. Which probably means it's better off grenading that mofo like that. And that's 9 damage. I should be able to clear that muton up. We gotta start reducing numbers a little, and that's probably a good strat. Good. Perfect shot. Now, if anything tries to come up there for cover like an outsider, it looks like it's not going to have much. So that is very, very destructible, that wall. So that's totally worth it, what I just pulled off. Commando. If that pack goes live, I'm going to need Commando anyway. Up there. But right now, I don't want to trigger that before I'm damn well ready. I may move Layla over here. Yeah, that's going to be fine. She's going to hunker down here, and then she'll actually be able to grenade this dude pretty easy. And with the combo, proxy, whatever, if something lines up back there too, that'll be a good strategy. So let's do that. Probably suppress on Reaper. Yeah, suppress that dude.
Roger that.
Excellent.
Weapon sucking ammo fast.
Weapon is sucking ammo fast. That's kind of what that weapon does. I'm just going to reload Commando's pistol. There's no point doing anything else right now. So he's not very happy. 5 outsiders and a commander. Oh, isn't that cute? It's like the murder pack from heck. That was still under the smoke, by the way. Dissipate this turn, but you still get the benefit. What are you going to do? Wow, that's a long shot. I guess he has extra range from being on the high ground. That's very true. Alright, that's disconcerting at best. Alright. So this is why you kind of want to get on high ground with people. You have extra range and you have ways to make their lives miserable. Honest Chewie can get up here, I think, and we'll still be alright. Like I said, remember, we checked the motion tracker. There's nothing in that corner. And that's what I wanted to see. I was hoping I could flank that guy, and it looks like it totally, totally can. Alright, that's excellent news. Hank, does that give you vision as well? Yes, it does. Oh, glorious day. Alright, well, let's clean this dude up. Let's take a shot. 73. Come on, girl. I know you got this. On to Chewie. Let's go. Hell yeah! 10 crit and a shred. How you like them apples? Alright, nice. So that's pretty deal-withable. Looks like I'm going to have to employ the proxy plus grenade strategy to deal with this muton, because he is just camped out there like a camping little prick, and we're going to have to deal with him. Alright, let's put the proxy right there. Yep.
Confirmed mine placement.
Indeed. You know what else is confirmed? His death. Let's get that grenade up. We'll set off that proxy. We'll set him off. Then we'll deal with all the mutons before that murder pack gets here. So we're going to be being pretty liberal with our explosives here, and I'm alright with that. You might say that's excessive for to deal with one muton, but muton at high ground is just a whole level of pain I'm not a fan of. Remember, that other pack is out there, and it moved a little to the left. I kind of feel, if we can get this shot with Hank, this is going to be pretty good. Hank, can we clean that up, please? Hell yeah. Hank's got this. Alright, cleaned up. Now, what I want to do, actually, is do a little bit of a human trick. Is get Commando inside this box. Because if I can do that before they activate, they won't even know what hit him when he runs out there and shotguns something to the face. That's my big plan right now. I hope you like it. Let's get Commando right in here. And they're back there. I shouldn't trigger the vision here. I'm going to be running behind the box.
Good to
Should
go.
be alright. This is a little risky.
Clear to engage.
Okay. That risk did not pay off because now they know where I'm at, and this is not good. They know I ran in there. Well, they kind of know where I'm at. And Sugar's in a really shit position now. Ah, damn it. This is what happens when I try to be tricky. Things go badly. Oh, you did get injured. That's right. I was like, who the hell's got the... Yeah, okay. That's unfortunate. We also don't have the first shot on them now. Balls. Alright. Well, you do have Sentinel, so I guess that's going to count for something. I mean, you have Opportunist. Alright, well, apparently if we're going to go in whole hog, let's get the shotgunners up close. They're not very close to us yet, so this could be okay. Sugar's really the only one in deep doo-doo, but we'll get her out of there. Ray, can you... Oh, this is full cover here. SOB. Alright, let's do that. Hey, buddy. Don't try anything stupid. If you try to move... Oh, can I flashbang him, actually? Yeah, I can flashbang him. So this is going to keep our precious engineer a little bit safer. I know I brought this for a reason. At least they work on outsiders. They're technically machines, but flashbangs work on them. Go figure. Game rules! Alright. Commando, switch to the shotgun. Something runs past you, kill it. And if it's a commander, double kill it. Hey, there it is. So we're going to have to run to this position to kill the mofo.
He's in my... Situation is under control.
Yeah, it's creepy. So he's... No, everything is fine.
Hello, I'm going to die over here.
You're flanked... Oh, by our soldier that just willingly decided to try and murder everybody. What you going to do?
Minimal exterior damage.
Alright, can we really stop taking this much damage from every single shot? That's a little embarrassing.
Can I get some help?
2 suppressions, fine. They're obviously counting on some serious work from that guy. They don't know commandos here, which is to our advantage, honestly. This is why I put him there. This is... Let me see. Just count this out. Yeah, this is a flanking position on this guy, the mind controller, which we actually need desperately. Alright, what can we handle here? So we need to clear up the mind control, and then we need to clear up all the other evil that's coming our way. Well, that guy actually a pretty bad cover for the position he's in, so I'm not sure we're alright with this. Do our rifleman have anything? Yeah, he does. He has eyes on that guy for 23. Not awesome. Not awesome. And the most important thing is taking the 20 hit points off of the mind controller so we can liberate our gunner and do more good stuff. Yeah, Commando, like I said, he's tanky, but not invincible, so we gotta be a little careful. So, I keep forgetting which one she's suppressed by. I think she's suppressed by the first guy. But I'm not entirely certain. I mean, a grenade to the face would clear this up, but I have suppression, so it's not gonna do it. Let's see. The MCs are annoying. Normally they don't get them off too often, but this time they've been getting a little better with them. Trying to decide whether to put a grenade on target or do this the subtle and clever way. If I'd hit and run, this would be easier, but I don't. What I'm probably going to need to do is just commando the crap out of this guy. And that's going to put him in a flank. But then Ray probably won't be able to command him, actually, with that suppression down. And then, Mammy, how's your movement? Where can you go? You can't get that cleaned up. Commando can get that cleaned up, though. He can get over here and shotgun the crap out of one of these guys. I think that's a good strategy. I gotta kill him, and then clearing up the suppression on our... Yeah, that's my strat. I think that's what I'll do. But this is getting hot and heavy. You know how much I love cliffhangers? I'll see you all next time in XCOM as we try to clear this map up and hopefully come out of this smelling like a rose. I like that a lot. Smelling like roses is good. So I've been Urs. This has been XCOM. I'll see you all next time. Till then.